Welcome to a series of tutorial videos on ImageLine's new vocoder, Vocodex. Before we begin, I thought it would be a good idea to discuss what a vocoder is. It is quite possible that you have heard a few songs over the years that employ a vocoder. Most often, they are used to create a synthetic or robotic sounding voice, such as the infamous Mr. Roboto by Styx. A vocoder can also be used creatively to mimic a talk box, a device that is used to make a guitar talk, as in Peter Frampton's Do You Feel Like We Do? In a simple explanation, a vocoder works by taking one audio source, which is referred to as a modulator, and applying its formant characteristics to the tonal characteristics of a second audio source known as the carrier. With typical usage, the modulator is often a vocal recording and the carrier is some sort of synthesized sound. Let's begin our look at Vocodex. In this video, I'm going to show you how to perform basic routing and setup and get quick results. In later videos, I'll dive into more advanced routing and usage. I have already loaded a vocal recording into a channel of FL Studio. I'm going to route this channel to an insert on the FL Studio mixer. In this case, insert 1.
Oh, are you here to move? 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 Oh, are you here to move?
Then on this channel, I will apply the Vocodex plugin. Now to demonstrate the basics, the first thing I'll do is bring down the mixer control to 0 so I can better hear the two sources before mixing them. Next, we need to select a carrier. A carrier can be from various sources. However, for this video, I'm going to use the Vocodex built-in carrier generator. First, from the carrier's input selector, bring the input down till no number is displayed. This will tell Vocodex to use the internal generator. Next, from the carrier synthesizer menu at the bottom of the interface, I will select a sound. There are a few to choose from, and upon selecting one, you will be greeted with a sample of that carrier's tonal characteristic. I have settled on machine 2. At the top of the screen, you will see the carrier's volume and filter control. Once I have selected a carrier, you can see that the levels for the carrier being shown in the meter. If we are to increase the volume slider, you will begin to hear the carrier source. You can also use the low-pass filter to filter out any of the high-end frequencies of the carrier. While playing back my vocal recording, I'll bring up the modulator's volume control. Use the high-pass filter to remove any of the low-end frequencies. Once that is done, I'll bring down the levels of both the modulator and the carrier and bring up the mixer control to begin the process of merging the two audio sources together. You can now hear the effects of the synth generated by the Vocodex as they are applied to my vocal recording. From the keyboard on the bottom of the interface, you can select the note that is to be played by the synth generator. You can even select a few notes to create a chord effect. If no key is pressed, then the synth is not generating a sound, therefore no audio will be produced by the Vocodex. So, in this video, we had a look at how to route the modulation audio to Vocodex and use Vocodex included synth generator to create a synthetic voice sound as the carrier. In the next video, we'll take a look at how to set up Vocodex in third-party digital audio workstations as a VST plugin. Are you here to move? Are you here to move? Are you here to move?